with red hair, and Gary's middle name is Oliver.
Oh, yeah, he was telling me that. Very interesting.
Land, if you ever get a chance to rent it. It's like a Little House on the Prairie movie in the 20s when the farmers were losing their farms.
I think he told me he is Model T?
The real Model T was
yeah. Okay, yeah. He told me that at the other museum I was at.
Yeah, the other one belongs to the city, and this is ours. And this is Ned Beatty. He's always the bad guy, and he was the banker taking the farms away from people. And this is me dressed as a grandma.
Oh, you were in the movie too.
We were extras, what they call.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It was a Norwegian farmer orders he thinks our Norwegian bride, and when she comes, she's German, and she could only speak this much English.
Oh.
And that was in the 20s when the farms or the churches wouldn't accept them, and it was kind of a sad movie. The green blouse, that's Lois Haas. She's Stan's daughter, and Stan was married 5 times, twice to the same woman.
Oh, Darla.
No, that's up there.
Oh, up at the top. Okay, I see now.
And here she is when she got older. She echoed everything. And up above there, that's Porky. And here he is when he got older. He was a school teacher. And we met them in Minneapolis, and they both passed away now since.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Oliver was married 3 times and never had any kids, so she's the only heir of the 2 guys. Dad was in it, and he just passed away this summer. He was 71.
Yeah, you can see these pictures better.
Film festivals are all the upcoming movies, and they're free. And his real car was in it. That's why we went to the one in Atlanta, and that was on there, so we ended up with that.
Nice.
It was out of 31 days, I think it was 3 days that we got paid.
Oh.
You don't get much money for being an extra.
No.
No, but they paid you for your car, didn't they?
Just the days that it was in it, and they had to be there all the time because they never knew what day it was going to be.
Oh.
So we had to park it there.
Okay.
So everything in here, he's made out of wood.
I'm just repairing something I should have had out of here by now.
So everything in here is made out of wood except the 2 little cars and the buggy in the corner. Other than that, everything is made out of wood. Up behind here, that's layers and layers of cardboard to start with. And the cars that Laurel and Hardy used to drive.
Neat.
This one is a 1902 curved dash Oldsmobile, all out of wood. The wheels are wood. It's that pressed wood you put around picture frames. You put shellac on, it turns hard. There's some metal for support. They weigh 300 to 700 pounds, like the black one weighs 700. Up above there, he made those when he was a teenager. Those are not kits. Those are just what he thought they looked like, by scrap wood and pictures. The pinball machines have Laurel and Hardy on. That's why he has those. They didn't look like that when we got them. They were really rough looking. And the yellow on here is smoke. And he started out making props for plays, so that's a still behind there. That's made out of cardboard. That's not metal.
Oh, wow. I would have never known.
And that green bench he made for a high school play one time. And this one is a 1919 Model T Ford, all out of wood. Wheels are wood, motors wood, spark plugs are wood, even the carburetor's wood.
Oh, wow.
It's all out of wood. He made, this one is 7,000 pieces. Made every piece. Made the guys. The parts on the floor are real parts, so you can see the lights are the right size. That's a jack. And I don't know if you ever watched the Pickers on TV. This is one of the neighbors had a Minnesota license plate 26. That's the years the guys drove a car like this. And Gary said, would you sell that? Said, no, wouldn't sell it. This one is made out of sawdust and glue. You buy liquid rubber and make a mold of a real one.
Oh.
And this green one is a 1910 Studebaker electric. So we had electric cars 100 years ago. Starts out making plywood bigger than he needs, makes a circle, cuts it out. That's all one piece. Puts the number on the tire and the name of the tire.
Amazing.
And this is the size that they were. Even made the metal handle, but and this was the shoes and the dress I wore in the movie.
Oh, how cute.
And one couple that was here, they said, oh, Studebaker Electric, that's my hometown, West Bend, Indiana. And here it was on the bottom of my paper.
Oh. Well, you look better than the dummy in the car.
Oh, thank you.
So how old are you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 69.
Oh, okay.
Just
Good.
had a birthday.
Wow, you don't even look 69.
Oh, thank you. And this yellow one is a 1911 Stanley steamer, run by steam. So it had a boiler. Underneath was a heater. And this whole car is made out of bamboo wood.
Oh.
You know what a bamboo
Yeah.
underlayment
It's
for
really
it?
thin, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he'd stick it in the pond out here and the layers would come loose. But the new plywood has too good a glue, it won't come loose.
Mm.
And this one, someone said make one so you can see the wood, so I varnished this one. It's a 1908 Maxwell. And now he's making the seats look like leather. So this is sawdust and glue. You can feel it if you like.
Yeah, how interesting.
Sands it down to,
Oh, yeah, it really does.
and then whatever you can find.
How neat.
hmm So now I'm out of a job. I used to make the seats.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to find something to do.
Yeah. This one is a buggy, a real buggy. My uncle had it, and the seat and the top was all mush from being in the weather. And Gary had a vision that we could fix it. So it was 40 years old when we got it, and now it's 40 years since we redid it. I did all the sewing, and he painted every piece.
Wow.
hmm
So what were your day jobs before this?
I had several jobs. Several different things, mostly nurse's aide.
Oh, okay. So you're in healthcare?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one is a 1903 Model A Ford. This is what Ford first put into production so they can make a bunch in a day. We took it all in pieces in a van and took it to Ford's 100th anniversary in 2003 and dressed as a lookalikes and put it together in front of thousands of people.
Wow.
hmm And they're all chain driven, so he made the chain, dowels and more mat board, put a spot of glue, hit it with a hammer, and it actually turns.
Wow.
And to make the radiator look like this, he made his own tool. This is a water plug. Cut it out, put more mat board, soaked it in shellac, put it back on here, hit it with a hammer, made 500 for the radiator to look like that.
Holy smokes. How long did it take him to make it?
Make the whole car?
Mhm.
Each car is about 2 years.
Wow. 2 years.
That's for designing it too.
Yeah, it takes about a year just to find out the information that he needs.
Mhm.
This whole horn was made out of wood. He didn't make the reed. It actually makes a noise. And this one is a 1907 Buick G, kind of a sports looking car. He made all different names, all different colors. This one he stained.
Yeah.
Can you guess what's inside of this silver part?
Inside of a Crisco can?
Can? It was a cashew can.
Oh, okay.
Just the right size to put one layer of wood.
Plus it was all made out of aluminum, so it keeps up my theme.
Oh, okay. See, I was thinking Crisco, but yeah.
Yeah, that's close.
They're all about the same.
And he made the guys, those are marionettes.
And how did you learn to make all this?
Just trial and error.
Touch and go.
Yeah. If you want to walk back there, that's a theater he made for her daughter. And she'd stand behind there and all the little characters did things and she had music going. I don't know if you recognize the grandpa and grandma. That's Ollie and Lena jokes from Norway.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it says fjord up there, because Gary's ancestors are from Norway.
Okay.
And, of course, here's Dolly.
Oh.
You wouldn't even have to bring them now. You took a whole film.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This doesn't do any justice of anything.
And then, of course, Elvis was the same size as her, and he made a guitar that looked just like Elvis's.
Oh. Well, see, now you need to make a Prince.
Prince?
Uh-huh.
Oh, we come from Minnesota. That's what Prince is.
Surely you know who Prince is. Oh, Lord.
And then he made this dollhouse for her daughter. When he got to the roof, a 4x4 this size was going to be $9. So you know how much that would have been if he had a make all these or buy them. We tore a house and a barn down, and these are real shingles, just cut down.
Oh, wow.
The windows were $8. He bought one set and copied them.
Oh, that's smart.
You'll have to look back here and look at the ceiling lights. Those are Christmas tree bulbs when I was a kid.
Oh.
I don't know if you recognize those, but you probably never seen them before.
I saw them, my grandmother.
Had some.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandmother had some.
Which ones are they?
Christmas tree bulbs?
Yeah.
Those little tiny ones with the decorations.
I don't see those anymore.
No, they don't have
And
them.
my grandmother's don't work anymore, but
Oh,
we
they
still
don't?
have them.
Oh, those still work.
But, yeah.
Anyway, then if you get here for the festival, he drives this, dressed as Oliver, and pulls the calliope. He made everything on the calliope except the wheels. The guys are retired Santa Clauses. You've seen them at Christmas. They go back and forth.
Let's
We
see if
took the
battery
suits
is
off. I
still
made
on.
new suits, and he made new heads.
Let's see if the battery-
Oh, okay.
Can you guess what these are at a wedding?
The martini glasses.
Yeah, champagne glasses. Makes them look like horns.
See if they'll still work. My battery's probably low. I don't know if it'll work. Here it comes.
I'm like, I hear something.
They're going to start dancing.
Yep, they're there.
They love to dance. So that's about 1/8 of the volume.
Mm-hmm.
So they hear us coming. And that music is Laurel and Hardy music.
Yeah.
Better shut it off or she'll run out of battery.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, and then around the corner here, this is Jean Darling. She was one of the little rascals that had always the cute little dress and the cute hat on.
Uh-huh.
And that's us sitting by her. And she was 90 and passed away a couple years ago. And she was still making children's books and 3 to 5 minute videos if you look her name up. Jean Darling. And anyway, we took her back to Atlanta to get her airplane. She lived in Ireland last with her kids. And she still had a cute little voice, just like she did when she was a little girl. And this whole one is, of course, he made every piece. And about a year after he made this, if you ever heard of the Minneapolis St. Paul State Fair, it's really big. They said, bring your artwork and a chance to win $10,000. So we did. And we got it there. We didn't ask any questions. We got it there. It was a 1/2 inch too big,
No,
or 1/4 of an inch.
yeah.
So I said we could take it to our son's house and cut it down, but he didn't want to, and he left it at the regular fair and got first premium.
Oh.
So that was his payment.
Oh.
We'd like to know what won, but we never did find out.
Oh.
Show her that one right behind you, that one that I just
Yeah.
repaired.